because of your generosity. But that generosity needs to continue to sustain us because there are 1,789 kids waiting in September to be served by Smart Reading, and my goal is to push it way, way over that, and we need the funds to do it. So it is my honor tonight. I have somebody very special here who I would love your attention. And if I see you, please, 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 I'm asking you to really be quiet and listen. I have the pleasure and honor and privilege of being related to this person, not only by blood, but by heartstrings and these people. It's my niece, Allie Hooper, and my great niece, Hana Hooper, and her story is beyond amazing, and I'm so excited for you to have the privilege and opportunity to hear it. So I am going to ask your attention and ask that you give her your attention. So I'd like to introduce Hana Hooper, my hero.
Woo! Woo! Go Hana!
Hi everybody, I'm Hana, and this is my mom, Allie, and I'm the 2024 National Woman of Impact for the American Heart Association. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. So, heart disease is the #1 killer of people in America, killing more people than all forms of cancer combined per year. I am passionate about spreading awareness of heart health and of the important work the American Heart Association is doing in research and advocacy. I'm sure many of you here understand the feeling of being so absorbed in a book
What else are you passionate about?
I'm also passionate about reading. My love of reading began right here in Klamath Falls, Oregon at Roosevelt Elementary School, where I was a kindergarten smart reader. Since then, books have been a source of comfort and hope to me. I'm sure many of you here tonight understand the feeling of being so lost in a book that the world around you completely disappears. That was me at 9 years old, when I was so lost in my book that I did not even notice the pole right in front of me. Yes, I walked right into it, an incident my family still teases me about to this day. But reading is not just a hobby or pastime to me. It has helped me through some of the hardest moments of my life.
At 18, when most people are embarking upon adulthood and all of the possibilities that are available, Hana went through an unimaginable challenge. After her first month of college, she suddenly could not make the 2 flights of stairs up to her calculus class. She was nauseous all the time, and she wasn't able to sleep flat in her bed any longer without being out of breath. She went to several doctors and was soon diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy, and she was in late-stage heart failure. Her life went from being a college freshman with the future ahead of her, and suddenly she was fighting for her life in an ICU hospital bed.
It was a truly terrifying time, something nothing in life will ever prepare you for. I took a medical flight home to Seattle, and from then on, our life was a constant series of hospital visits, doctor's appointments, medical procedures, and uncertainty. But through it all, one thing remained the same: my love of reading. Books provided me with a sense of normalcy when everything else in my life was anything but normal.
Back home in Seattle, it became obvious pretty quickly that Hana's condition was just worsening, and she was not expected to survive to transplant. So it was decided that she would need to undergo another surgery to place an LVAD, a left ventricular assist device, which is like a partial artificial heart. This surgery saved Hana's life, but unfortunately, she suffered massive strokes during the procedure. She spent the next 3 months in a semi-conscious state in the hospital. She could no longer move, she couldn't communicate, and she was now blind. Her life had changed in an instant.
Recovering from these strokes was a long and hard road filled with obstacles. I had to rebuild myself from the ground up, relearning how to walk, talk, and how to navigate in a world in which I was newly blind. But through it all, I still loved to read. Whenever I felt like I was reaching my breaking point, like I couldn't go on, I turned to books.
Through faith and family and this love of reading, Hana relearned how to live her life now with the brain injury. later, she was finally stable enough that she did receive that gift of a new heart. Even though she could no longer see those words on the page, the stories continued to fuel her spirit and continued with her stroke recovery. The characters became her companions, their journeys paralleling her life in unusual ways. She learned to draw strength from their resilience and hope from their triumphs.
Reading has taught me that no matter what life throws at you, no matter how your life might change, that there's always another chapter to be written, always another story to be told.
Reading has the power to change lives, to heal, and to transform. It's more than just words on a page. It's a gateway to hope, to understanding, to knowledge. For children and adults facing their own challenges, whether it's coping with loss or just navigating life's difficulties, it can be a bright spot in a dark moment.
By being here tonight and supporting Boots for Books, you're not only helping to promote literacy, but you are also helping to give people the skills they need to face life's hardships and to discover the endless possibilities that come with the ability to read.
As we stand before you today, we are filled with gratitude. Gratitude to the doctors and the nurses who saved Hannah's lives, to our family who stood beside us through it all, and to all those books and stories that gave Hannah courage to go on when sometimes she wasn't sure if she could. She may have lost her sight, but through the power of reading, she gained new vision. A vision of hope, determination, and that belief that no matter what challenges you face, you can overcome them.
Thank you all for being here tonight and for supporting SMART. I know that together we can ensure that everyone has the ability to discover the magic of reading.
Oh, Hana, we love you, Hana.
So watching her grow up and having the opportunity to have her learn to read at Klamath Falls at Roosevelt Elementary, she learned to read early and often and become a voracious reader. And so she had a window into the world. And to this day, she continues to be an avid reader through her audiobooks and sometimes, for a week? And so her story is such an inspiration, and it is the same sort of, not the same, in fact, it's extraordinary. But it is the flexibility and resilience that we need and want to give with the children that we serve all the time through the SMART program.